Welcome back to the Anfield Exchange. It's finished Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1. It was a tough watch, especially the first half. There wasn't really too much to report. On the grand scheme of things, it doesn't fucking matter. But we have been beaten 3-1, and to be fair, Chelsea probably were the better team. They created the better chances. Liverpool dominated possession for the most, I think. We didn't really create anything. Our one goal came from a set piece. I think today was mainly, it was about the guard of honour. We got the guard of honour. How nice was it to see Caicedo and Lavia, who obviously rejected Liverpool, giving Liverpool's budget signing Endo guard of honour. I thought that was fantastic and brilliant for Endo as well. Look, it didn't take long for us to sort of get. I don't want to say the lads were hungover today or still sort of partying, but I think it's hard to get up for a game like that. It's shown it, the fact that we conceded in the first 2 minutes. I thought it were a brilliant goal from Chelsea. Obviously, we made a lot of changes. We had Endo starting, Kwanzaa started, Elliott started, Tsimikas started, Curtis Jones started. So yeah, we did make probably more changes than I thought he would make. But he's probably sort of giving these lads the run-outs now and potentially analysing what we can do from now to the end of the season to decide whether he's going to keep them in the squad for next year or whether he's going to let them go. I thought the amount of changes we did make, we lacked fluidity in the first half. I thought we were playing very deep today. Not just the defenders, but from the front line as well. I thought we needed to push everyone up 5 or 10 yards and play a little bit higher up, and I think we saw that again in the first half with a lack of pressing from the front. Whether it was just because we have won the title and it was a sort of nothing game for Liverpool. It could be that, but I don't know. But the way we were defending and the way we were pressing just didn't seem to be our normal sort of standards. I think it'll be different next week when we play Arsenal at Anfield as well. But yeah, look, like I say, ultimately, it doesn't matter. We've won the league. It would be nice to go and win it by as many points as possible. But Arsenal seem to be slipping up as well, and they're still at risk, to be honest, of finishing in Champions League places. It's that tight up there. I think Chelsea getting 3 points today sort of tightens everything up. Nottingham Forest have got Crystal Palace. Is it tomorrow? And if they win that game, then there's 4 points separating second down to sixth. So yeah, I mean, in terms of an exciting top four race, Chelsea have definitely got themselves back in it now. But yeah, we weren't at the races today. And again, I think similar to the Plymouth game in the FA Cup, I think it was probably because we made too many changes. I thought Harvey Elliott struggled. I don't know what it is about Harvey Elliott. That game for him today wouldn't have done any favours in Arne Slot's future planning. He does seem to be a player that makes more of an impact when he comes off the bench. And for such a young lad, you don't want to sort of get that tag so early in your career, but it seems to be that way, that he only seems to make an impact when he's off the bench. I thought he was poor today, and he wasn't the only one. There were some first teamers as well. I thought Salah first half was non-existent. I thought Gakpo did okay. Tsimikas, what I will say about Kostas Tsimikas, I think that game for me cemented how he's not on Liverpool's level, and I think he will be sold this summer. There were a few occasions, certainly in the second half, where he looked like he couldn't even be asked to chase. I think it was Madueke. I think he was running down, or it could have been Neto, and he didn't look like he was bothered. So I think he will be sold in the summer, and I think we'll probably bring in a left back. Possibly Kirkes. I've seen rumours of Aït-Nouri, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I don't think Tsimikas has got a future at Liverpool. I thought Endo was brilliant today. Considering it's his first start of the season, I thought Endo was very, very good. He didn't look out of place in the midfield. I thought Quansah did okay today. I thought he played well in most parts. Obviously, the last sort of 20 minutes. I mean, look, he gave a penalty away. Szoboszlai didn't do him any favours there. He underhit the pass to him. I think he got the pass wrong, actually. I think he was trying to give it to Bradley, I think it was. And he just got it all wrong. It went the way of Quansah. He had to do something. He had to try and stop Caicedo getting his shot off on goal. Unfortunately, Caicedo got her before him. He were unlucky to give away the penalty, so I don't really blame him for that. Obviously, he's got an own goal that goes against him, which, again, he couldn't really do anything about. Van Dijk cleared the ball with it, Quansah, and went in after what I will say was a phenomenal clearance from Endo on the line. Great challenging there to stop them scoring. Just unfortunate. The way these things happen, it doesn't always bounce in your favour. It's Quansah, goes in the back of the net. But I still thought Quansah did very, very well, to be fair. I thought it was probably, I know we've not seen much of him this year, but I think it was probably one of his better performances. And he actually looked quite comfortable at times, where in previous games I've seen him, he can look a little bit panicky on the ball. I didn't see that today from Quansah. So yeah, I thought Endo and Quansah were the sort of standout players of the changes that Slot had made. First half especially, and again in the second half, I thought we made too many passes backwards. I thought Curtis Jones was a culprit of that. Endo was a culprit of that, but also Endo is expected of that. He's a very defensive midfielder. What I did like about Endo is he was picking pockets up, which was quite nice. But yeah, Curtis Jones was the main culprit for me. He held the ball too long and he went backwards. He slowed the game down, never allowed us to get any flow into the game. I thought Jota was lacklustre as well today. Again, it's been a few weeks now of Jota underperforming. I think he's possibly one that could be at risk in the summer. Trent didn't really do anything. What I thought was interesting was when Conor Bradley came on. Conor Bradley offered more in the first 5 minutes of coming on than what Trent did in the first sort of 50 minutes of being on the pitch. I thought Conor Bradley, when he came on, looked like he was one of the only players on the pitch that wanted to win the game. He was getting forward, high work rate, challenging back. I thought Bradley was brilliant when he came on. Chiesa, what can I say about Chiesa? We all want him to get minutes, and on his slot. I mean, when I saw Szoboszlai and McAllister coming on, I think with 25 minutes to go, or whatever it was, I couldn't believe he wasn't getting Chiesa on. He did come on in the end. I think he got like 8-9 minutes plus injury time. But it's not enough to get yourself into the game. I do wonder with Chiesa, has the fee that we paid for him, so we paid 10 million, I think, euros for him. Was that fee, did we pay for that? Did we pay Juventus the 10 million and take Chiesa with the intention of purely selling him for profit later on down the line? And is this now on his slot and his priority is keeping Chiesa injury free, so we can potentially go and sell him for 20-25 million back to Italy? I'm not sure. I would have liked to have seen him get more minutes, but that's the only sort of theory I can put together as to why Chiesa's not playing. I don't think he'll start against Arsenal, but I would certainly be looking at playing him from the start against Brighton or Crystal Palace, preferably Palace at Anfield, but it is last game of the season. We will be lifting the trophy, so I think he'll go for a strong team there, which really only leaves the Brighton game for Chiesa to start. I would like him to get more than 10 minutes, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it's going to happen, and I think there's a possibility, a very high possibility that he may be leaving in the summer. Liverpool did pull a goal back. Virgil van Dijk from a corner. I believe he has scored more goals from corners than any defender in Premier League history now, beating John Terry. So that's a little sort of silver lining to today's proceedings. But yeah, look, we got beat 3-1. It doesn't fucking matter. We've won the Premier League. We had the celebrations last weekend. I think we always should have been expecting a little bit of a sort of slip up in terms of performance today. I would like us to not be suffering from that in next week's fixture against Arsenal. I would like to beat Arsenal and give them every possibility not to finish in the top four, top five. I would preferably be going for a strong team next week and trying to go for the win. But yeah, look, all in all, decent performance. I thought nothing tragic, nothing spectacular. Again, it doesn't really matter. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.